German twisted cast on, you start with a slip knot. So I just twist the yarn over, pull it through, and stick my needle in there. So there is the slip knot. German twisted cast on is very similar to the Longtail cast on with a little twist. And so you grab the yarn with your 3 fingers like that, stick your index and thumb finger in to create that diamond shape, pivot your hand back so now you have slingshot. And as you can see, as you're doing that, you see that I'm making a loop on my thumb there. And so Longtail cast on, you go up in through that loop, grab the yarn and bring it over, release. With the German twisted cast on, you're actually going under the loop, over the top through that hole on your thumb, grabbing the yarn and bringing it back. And so it's very similar to Longtail cast on, but it has that little twist because you're going up and over into the hole. So I'm going to show you multiple times so you don't need to pause. I'll try to go slow so you can see what I'm doing, but I will repeat myself. So hang in there and watch what I do. Grab the yarn with your fingers, index and thumb right there, back into the slingshot position. Underneath that loop on your thumb, up and over. So up and over through that hole on your thumb. Grab the yarn off of your index finger, back through that hole on your thumb, release. So back into the slingshot position, underneath, up and over through that hole, grab the yarn on your index finger, back through, release. So up and over through that hole, grab that yarn on your index finger, back through the loop on your thumb, and release. So you notice that here on my right needle where I'm casting on the stitches, I'm kind of holding space between those stitches, alternating between my index finger and my thumb as I cast on with my right hand. And what that does is that ensures that I'm not casting on too tightly. So it actually does help to have that kind of space in between. So I have my index finger holding that space now. I'm going to use my thumb. Slingshot position, under and over into that loop, grab the yarn, back through the loop, release. Slingshot position, move my index finger up and over through that hole, grab the yarn on my index finger, back through that hole, release. Now I'm using my thumb as a spacer. Underneath, up and over, grab the yarn, through, release. And so you just continue doing that for as many stitches as your pattern calls for. Do a few more. So I'm going to grab the yarn, 3 fingers, stick my index finger and my thumb in there, creating that sort of diamond shape. I'm going to go back into the pivot, back into the slingshot position. I'm going to go underneath both of those things, yarn on my thumb, up and over through the loop on my thumb, pivoting to grab that yarn off my index finger, back through that loop on my thumb, release. Slingshot position, under, over, grab, through, release. So maybe that's the mantra. Under, over, through, grab, through, release. Under, over, through, grab, through, release. Under, over, through, grab, through, release. And so you do that for as many stitches as your pattern calls for. And then you can see that you have this nice little twisted edge. And so a little different than the Longtail cast on, a little stretchier. Works great. It's actually my favorite. It's my go-to. I use it on pretty much everything I do unless a pattern specifically calls for something else. Yeah, I think it's a great little cast on. I hope it works for you. And certainly let me know if you have any questions or if you need any help, and I'm happy to make another video.